Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to do a love message for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So first of all, we're going to start off with my Heal Yourself deck. You all know, if you've been watching this channel for a while now, that I pull cards to see what are the blockages that's hindering the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine from coming together. Whatever comes out of these cards is what you want to put on paper and burn. So you start off with, I destroy and clear. No, you say, on behalf of myself and my divine partner, no name is added. On behalf of myself and my divine partner, I destroy and clear all of the following blockages. And whatever card comes out, you're going to list those things and put in spirit and in flesh at the end. Some of these blockages could be yours. Some of them can be your partner's blockages. But either way, you're clearing them so that it's no longer a factor as far as the two of you coming together in a healthy union. So the first one says blocks intimate relationships. So it's something going on with the sacral chakra where somebody might be more reserved or fearful of being vulnerable and authentic in relationships. So they, you might block them, whether it's yourself or your person. I'm going to take 3 cards from this deck. If you resonate with this deck, feel free to reach out. Check the description box for my email if you want any of my services. One of them says alcoholism and drug abuse. So someone could have had a past issue of addictive patterns, or it could be a current issue. But you want to put that on paper and burn it. Let me take one more. Destructive behavior, crown chakra. So I have the sacral, the root, and the crown. Bottom of the deck says depression or anxiety, solar plexus. So that makes sense. Somebody might deal with some depression, and they may use addictive patterns to avoid feeling or to numb themselves out because they deal with so much depression and anxiety. So destructive behavior can be a result of that if you have addictive patterns such as alcoholism or drug abuse. So this needs to be cleared. It may not be you out there, but it could be your person. Let's just tap in and see what's going on. So put those things on paper. Give thanks to the Most High and your spiritual team for helping these energies to be cleared so that they are not a hindrance between yourself and your divine partner. So let's see. I'm going to just pull some cards, see what's coming out first. Okay, perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. Somebody is gaining a different perspective right now. They might be spending a lot of time out in nature, clearing their headspace, seeing things from a higher perspective though. So it feels like the energy is more high vibrational. Something is definitely shifting. With this tree, I'm seeing the energy of growth. Somebody is focused on getting grounded. They're thinking about what brings them happiness, what keeps them light in their energy, and what is actually more in alignment with their forward movement to, maintain that type of energy. So let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay, I have the card of heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Okay. Bottom of the deck is speaking on confusion, uncertainty, unclear, and unsure. So it could be that someone is feeling a little bit confused here. Someone is feeling confused, feeling like they're having mixed signals. They're not 100% certain if the other person truly feels the same way about them. Somebody is sending mixed signals. Why are these mixed signals being sent? Why? Why is there confusion here when it comes to the divine masculine, divine feminine? Why is there confusion? Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Someone is going through it emotionally. That's why even in my Heal Yourself deck, the blockages that needed to be cleared deals with depression and anxiety, destructive behavior. Someone is going through it emotionally because they feel like the other person is sending mixed signals. They're confused about what the other person wants here. And so it's this energy of, okay, I'm better off just focusing in on staying grounded. There's one person that's focused on staying grounded and the other person is in despair. Let's tap in, see what's going on here. that whoever this person is that's going through it emotionally, they're not accustomed to you withdrawing your energy. That's what I'm picking up. I feel like you're the one that has withdrawn your energy to clear your head and to really see what makes you happy. Where are you better off? And so this person is feeling hopeless. They're going through it emotionally. But this card says the nurse. So they're used to you coming in to nurse them back to health, to bring your loving, kind energy, to help to give them a realistic perspective, to set them back on the right path. But they don't feel your energy. They don't feel that love coming from you right now. And so they could be drowning in despair where they are picking up addictive patterns or doing things that's destructive for themselves. See, this says dark deal. They could be, this says wrong decision, incorrect direction. They might have taken advice from someone and really made a really foolish decision. They could have done something here. Somebody could have come in, because with this card of dark deal, this person right here is given the energy of a karmic friend or someone who came in to purposely throw your person off course. Like they could have advised them and said, oh, you should go and do this. But it was to throw the union off. It was to throw them off. And this person that came in understood that your person had some low vibrational tendencies, maybe some addictive patterns. They understood that your person, because I have literally the sacral, the root, and the solar plexus coming out all together. So that indicates when those three chakras are not balanced, that they are prone to fall prey to their own carnal nature. So this person could have some patterns that someone else came in to kind of convince them like, hey, you should go here, or let's go here tonight, or maybe you should go do this or that. Let me see, what type of dark deal is this? What the heck was they convinced to do? Because now they're in despair for agreeing to whatever this is, because they made the wrong decision. Ace of Pentacles. This dark deal could deal with something that's financial or some sort of new opportunity. The Three of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. What the heck is going on here? Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of Pentacles. Something concerning work. Something concerning work. They made a foolish decision concerning work to team up with somebody. It was a deal that they made with someone to team up with them. I hope... I don't know now. I'm picking up some other stuff here, and I don't know which direction this message is turning, but it feels like... Let me just not say nothing until I'm clear. Hold on. What is all of these pentacles representing here? Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. Whatever this deal was, it was very tempting. It was very tempting. They was excited about it. It ignited some sort of fire and passion within them. It could have involved an increase in their finances in some way. But ultimately, it will work against them with this dark deal. They realize now that they made the wrong decision. Now, these cards is the Romeo and Juliet cards, but at the bottom it has different quotes. And it says, I pay thy poverty and not thy will. I pay thy poverty and not thy will. So whoever this is that they made this dark deal with, they offered them some form of money. It was a deal for some sort of increase in financial wealth. So if they tempted them with more money, more excitement, it did something to fuel their sacral chakra for sure with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, okay? It did something to fuel their sacral chakra, which, like I said, whoever this person is recognizes that your person has a Their sacral chakra could be off balance, or they have a pattern, addictive patterns here. So they knew this. Let me see something. Dark deal, wrong decision. The Judgment card, the Four of Wands in a reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in a reverse. But see, it could come with judgment here for making this decision, because ultimately something is not stable. Something is not going to offer long-term security like they might have hoped or thought with this dark deal. And so now they're in despair because they went the wrong way and they don't feel your energy anymore. I have nourished, self-growth, self-focus, soul finding. So you're focused on yourself now. You are focused on yourself. The bottom of the deck says influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. Somebody outside of your connection influenced your person to do something that they should not have done. But it was very tempting for this person and they took the deal. And it caused a separation between you and your person. But you've been focused on clearing your headspace, getting grounded, staying connected to nature, doing things to allow, to make room for growth and expansion in your life. You've been staying focused, nourishing yourself now. You're no longer nursing this person, but instead you're nourishing yourself. And so what went wrong with this dark deal? That's what I want to know. What went wrong with this dark deal? Because that's it may not be as sinister as it sounds, but everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. We're spirits having a human experience. So it could have been a tempting job offer that went against your person's moral compass, but they took it anyway because at the time they were dealing with financial hardship. It could have been coming into some sort of a dark cult, that would have offered for them to have more perks in certain areas of their life, like some sort of ritualistic thing, a secret society or something. It could have been that deep. Or it could have been more on the surface where it's like they just took a job or something that, or started doing something that went against their morals, but ultimately it left them feeling out in the cold because it took them down the wrong path. Let me see. Why are they in despair about the deal that they made here? Two of Swords. Because they really did not see where this thing was taking them. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands is in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. They had no idea. They didn't see. I feel like they forced themselves to unsee the truth about this dark deal. I feel like they forced themselves because they didn't have to have this blindfold on. They put this blindfold on because they didn't want to see the truth. Because all they wanted to see was the benefits and how it would feel good in a moment, and how they could increase their wealth because they was dealing with lack. So they forced themselves to unsee the truth about this dark deal. But now they're feeling hopeless and in despair because they feel stuck. They're at a crossroads here. They have to make a decision. And the decision is between you or severing this contractual agreement that they made here. Look at that. Two of Wands. This is also an energy of having to make a decision. So the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, this is why they're in despair. They have to make a decision here. And they're struggling because it could indicate that either is one of two things that's going to happen here. If they sever this contract, this karmic contract, this dark deal that they made, they lose wealth. But if they don't sever that contract, then they lose you. And I feel like this is very hard for them because this is someone who struggles. Their carnal nature hasn't been tamed yet. It says fatherly love, controlling dogmatism. They could have had someone around who was controlling them in some way, who, they looked up to, but somehow this person, they led them down the wrong pathway. Okay. They led them down the wrong pathway. They might have thought this person had the right intention. See, it says poison, harmful, destructive. They took the poison here. They took some sort of poison. Remember, though, we had the card of destructive behavior. This is also one of them that you're destroying and releasing on behalf of yourself and your divine masculine. So there's something that they ended up taking that was poisonous to them. Whether it's they got involved in, they were overly consumed with finances and how this thing was going to potentially increase their wealth. And it ended up being the one thing that they didn't need at that time because they started to support addictive patterns, especially now that you're no longer in their energy. Poison. Let's clarify poison. Harmful, destructive. So I have the Ace of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. The Magician is at the bottom of the deck. They really felt like something was not moving. They felt like their finances, because the Seven of Pentacles is like needing to be patient in order for something to grow. I feel like they was losing patience. And this person came in and made a dark deal with them just at the nick of time where things were slow, finances were slow, things just wasn't going so well, and they took the bait. And this is getting ready to be at their detriment if they don't sever this agreement. Whatever it is, it may not be a physical written out contract, but it's some sort of spiritual. It has a spiritual reflection of a contract, okay? It's poisonous and it's causing some form of destructive behavior here. So whatever this Ace of Cups was, they thought that it would be emotionally fulfilling. Six of Swords, to get them out of a very toxic situation, or that they was going through a lot of change and challenges prior to this. So why am I getting the card of feeling hopeless? Because I don't feel like that's your energy at all. Eight of Cups, they know they have to walk away. They got to walk away from something. They might be afraid. I feel like they're uncertain. This is where the confusion is coming in at, because they don't know what to do. They're going to have to pack their bags and leave a particular environment. They have to walk away from something. And I feel like they're leaving with very little, because they went in with very little. So they could be holding on with dear life because they still struggle with lack mentality. But if they walk away from this deal that they made, they leave with very little here. Six of Cups is in a reverse. Not the best memories, but they've outgrown a situation here. Look at that. These cards just came out together. The Devil with the Hermit. The Devil with the Hermit. They bound themselves to someone or something for financial gain. And now they've been going into hermit mode to really look at things from a higher perspective. And they're starting to realize that this right here was to their destruction. They might have gotten involved in a lot of addictive patterns with someone specifically who offered them a certain amount of financial security, but they also had addictive patterns, and that drew this person in, and they started to engage and indulge in that with them as well. But now there's this energy of soul searching, going within, really taking a good look at themselves and taking a good look at the situation, because it feels like they had enough time to sit in solitude, to be in isolation, and to really evaluate this situation that they tied themselves to. Because you see the chains here indicates feeling chained and bound and restricted by something. This is some deep stuff. I don't know what the hell they got themselves into. Okay, that's too many. Let me clarify the Devil and the Hermit. That's clarified by the Four of Cups. You see how this person has all of these cups on the table. This person could have involved themselves with like a lot of overindulgence. See that Queen of Wands is in a reverse at the bottom of the deck too. I'm picking up that your person might have talked to someone who they thought was giving them wise advice, wise counsel. They might have said, look, if you go over there, you realize you will be secure. You're going to have security over there. That person is going to be able to help you to get back on your feet, because things are not going so well. You see how slow things are moving. You should do it. They let somebody convince them. Some sort of peer pressure. Okay. And we too grown for peer pressure. But you got to remember, this is someone who's unhealed. So this person convinced them, but they didn't have the right intentions either. They ended up taking on whatever this was, and it got them wrapped up in a whole lot of destructive patterns, unhealthy, addictive patterns, like toxic, really, really low vibrational. And so now, Four of Cups is an energy of discontentment. They're not happy. They're feeling like they missed out on the opportunity with you because they swapped a divine partner out for a low vibrational being who's very jealous, who's very malicious. They have the potential to be that way, very insecure. And so now they're doing a lot of soul searching. They're reflecting on their decisions. Nine of Cups is in the reverse. Yep. I feel like the poison of choice is alcohol. That's what I'm picking up here. High indulgence in alcohol. And the Hangman, see, they're starting to go through a spiritual awakening, even with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. So I have the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Hangman. These are very spiritual cards here. The only thing that's missing is the High Priestess, and that's probably right around the corner, okay? The only thing that's missing is the High Priestess. So this person is going through a spiritual awakening. Something has triggered their spiritual awakening. Let me see what triggered their spiritual awakening, because that's a good thing. They definitely need a spiritual awakening with this type of energy, because it just feels dark. It feels sinister. It feels so low vibrational, something that they've gotten themselves caught up in for the wrong reasons. And it just took them down a really destructive path. So let me see what has triggered the awakening. The Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups. Some sort of curiosity. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. What is this Page of Cups? The Nine of Swords is definitely losing sleep, overthinking, anxiety. Okay, I guess I'm just going to get more than one. So the Judgment and the King of Swords in a reverse. What triggered their awakening is some sort of judgment call that was made over them for either lying, or it feels like they might have even caught somebody else up in some form of a lie. What triggered their spiritual awakening? Three of Wands in a reverse, because they felt stuck. Things were not moving for them. Literally, they felt stuck, confused. I told you, Eight of Swords. They felt confined, chained, bound. This is what triggered their spiritual awakening, because they had lost all hope. And I feel like they had gotten to that place where they was begging for some sort of second chance, because that's what the Judgment card is all about. They was begging for some form of a second chance to be able to come out of this situation that has them feeling completely stuck and just like in their head, you know. Oof. Betray, different values, change of heart. They started to see that whoever they ended up around, the decision, the path that they took, they found that whoever these people are, this person is, they betrayed them. They started to have a change of heart about this person. Started to see that they have different values. They are not the same people. They started to realize that the people that they made a deal with, they betrayed them. Let me see something here. What? Because I'm almost picking up, like, with this dark deal, somebody could have been doing spell work on this person to kind of influence their decision, to make them more focused on what they could get. It's like having that angel and demon on, you know, the angel on one shoulder and the demon on the other shoulder. Or saying, look, you can have all of this if you just give me your soul type of energy. I don't feel like this person sold their soul, because otherwise they wouldn't be going through a spiritual awakening. But I'm picking up a strong energy that they blinded themselves purposely. They did not want to see the truth about what they had agreed to, the path that they agreed to take. when the offer was presented to them. But the more that they started to awaken to the environment that they was in, it made them want to overindulge so that they didn't have to see the reality of the situation. But once they got to this place where they realized that they was literally stuck and that there was nowhere else to go, it made them turn within with that hermit energy and to start do some self-reflecting and self-evaluating. They started to see things from a different perspective. And now they realized they got a whole bunch of, karmics and ops all around them. People that are straight up betraying them, manipulating them. This says competition, always trying to one-up you. And the other one says, by the power of 3 times 3, may the bad vibes stay away from me. They're starting to even, do mantras or to have, like some sort of return to sender type of stuff, because they realize that they have competition all around them. Somebody is trying to one-up them. They're constantly in competition. Why? The question is, why didn't they choose to take your path? Why didn't they choose you? I feel like it was meant for them to take this path, though, because they had to awaken to something about themselves, their own carnal nature, their own addictive patterns, their own lack mentality, insecurities, and all of these things, their own fears. This had to show them something about themselves so that they could go through this awakening. So it was a very necessary process of their life. However, we all have free will. So the question is, why didn't they come towards you? Misunderstanding, misinterpretation, misinformation, ineffective communication. Somebody had them confused about who you are. Somebody told them something about you. They misinterpreted who you was in their life. Okay, so they was talking to the wrong people. Look at that. It says seeking help. They sought clarity. It says conference, talking, consult. They sought clarity from someone and they communicated misinformation about you. They told this person lies about you. That's why the Judgment and the King of Swords in the reverse is here, because the King of Swords in the reverse is someone who is a liar. Okay? They're very devious. They have premeditated malice towards people. Okay? Ruthless, selfishness. So somebody had selfish motives as to why they guided this person away from you and down a different path. What was that person's motives then? Because these people, they went above and beyond to tempt this person with this offer and to get this person stuck. Like they wanted this person to go down a dark, dark path of self-destruction with whoever this Queen of Wands in the reverse is. And y'all know, some of you know, Queen of Wands in the reverse definitely practices in the dark arts. Like they might use sex magic. They might, do hexes, curses. Why did this person tempt your person to take a path away from you? What was their motive for giving them misinformation? 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. The Queen of Swords is in the upright, is at the bottom of the deck. They knew that you was going to come in and pull this person out of this state of confusion. Because the Queen of Swords in the upright is very honest. Okay? You have a lot of wisdom. You're the type of person that's going to tell the truth, but you're also protected with that armor on. You've been through a lot. You got a lot of wisdom because of your life lessons. So they knew that you would be able to tell this person the truth so that they would no longer be in a state of confusion. Why did they do it? See, the Hermit. They know that you are very wise and that you was going to place this person on the right track where they was going to start to do some self-reflecting. Whoever this is that led your person down the wrong path understands that your person is also highly wise. They have a lot of wisdom. They're well read, well studied. They were remember the card of competition came out. The person that gave your person ill advice, when they sought help from them, they really respected this person that they went to. I'm telling you, because it says fatherly love. Whoever they consulted here, they respected this person. But this person is controlling here. That says controlling right there. That dark deal that they made, they sought advice from this person about you, and they completely miscommunicated who you are to this person. But they did it on purpose because they are in competition with your person. because they're intimidated by your person's potential. We have the Hermit here twice. Whoever this person is, I feel like they're supposed to be a spiritual teacher of some sort, a shaman, a spiritual leader of some sort, because I got too many spiritual cards that came out for them. The Hangman, the Hermit is here twice. I also had, what was the other one? The Hierophant that I saw as well. Your person is very, very wise. And so whoever this is that gave them ill advice, they wanted your person to feel trapped. They wanted to keep them away from you because they understand that the two of you coming together, putting your heads together, both of you possess a lot of wisdom. Both of you are very sharp. And so it was all about competition. Page of Swords in a reverse is lies. Okay, gossip. Page of Cups is here because I think they knew. They tried to say something about you to say that you were only making an offer of love for whatever reason. Let me see, what did they say about you? What did they say about you that convinced this person to take another path that just really destroyed them? What did they say about you? The Five of Cups, that you would just cause grief in their life, that you would hurt them. What did they say about you? Three of Pentacles in a reverse, that you would work against them. That you wouldn't be the type of person to build with them, but instead you would work against them. What were they saying about you? Let me just take one. The Empress. Wow, the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. They might have convinced this person that somebody else was their Empress or Emperor. But the fact of the matter is, y'all are definitely a match. So this is why they was going through so much to keep you apart from one another. Here is the High Priestess. I told you it had to be around here somewhere. They tried to convince this person that you would work against them in some way. They probably was trying to say that you would be the one that's doing spell work. You would be the one that's manipulating them or doing something to lower their vibrations. Like, they spoke down against you, but really they couldn't say a whole lot about you. They tried, they was reaching. Let's just put it that way. They was reaching. And this person, they just didn't have no sense of direction, and they fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And all it did was sink them, literally. Anchored them to where they was stuck. Not only stuck in their head, but stuck in their situation. You're a High Priestess. So they knew that you was going to give them the truth about their situation. If they sought clarity from you, you was going to be able to bring them the clarity that they needed. Nine of Cups in the reverse. They tried to say that you would not be their wish fulfillment. Seven of Swords in the reverse, that you probably wanted to take from them. Okay. Seven of Wands in the reverse. It's a few sevens coming out for me that indicates that they tried to say that you would be against them on a spiritual level in some way. In some way. They had this person thinking, see, sleep paralysis, dark entities, demons hold your physical body down while you dream. This person could have been having bad dreams, and they might have tried to say that you were sending negative energy towards them. You was doing spell work against them. Somebody convinced them, but they had a motive. That's crazy. This says, karma's a bitch. The evil eye they sent your way has backfired. It backfired. But they tried to say that you were sending the evil eye. I even think that they went as far as saying that if this person took a deal to be with someone else for the sake of security at that time, because they was not doing so well, when things started to get crazy and destructive in that karmic situation that they decided to go towards, they even tried to say that you were the one that was sending negative energy towards that relationship to cause the destruction there. They even tried to say that, like they had this person fully convinced that you was working up against them in every way imaginable. This is talking about blue sage. So they might have felt like, okay, I got to clear my energy, thinking that they needed to cleanse you. See, it says sending you dark spirits or demons to work against you or to trick you. I'm telling you, this is, wow. Look at this, y'all. I'm telling, oh my goodness. This says Misery loves company. They like others to be miserable too so that they can feel better about themselves. So they tried to say that you was miserable. So you was trying to send dark energy towards them to cause disruption in their connections or to cause them to go into these addictive patterns and all of this stuff, when in fact, this was the people that they was consulting with that was doing this to them, because they understood that if this person came into union with you, that the two of you was going to do great things together, spiritual work together. So they might be connected to some sort of cult, society, out something spiritual, and they respected that person that they took advice from, and that person completely misled and misguided them down a very, very dark path. And that's what actually forced this person to go within and to shine that light while they was in that darkness, to see like what's going on within myself. And so now this is what they were saying about you. It says causing drama and fights in your love connections and relationships. They tried to say that you was the one that was sending the low vibrational energy towards them, because many of you might be high priest or high priestess out there. You may read, you may do spiritual work of some form, but you're highly spiritual. And so they tried to say that you were the culprit, but all the while it was lies. They was telling lies against you. So now this person is in despair because they feel like you're no longer in their energy. You're no longer reaching out to them. You're no longer thinking about them. They have woken up to the fact that they had people around them who was malicious, who were truly working up against them, who was betraying them. They're starting to come into that realization, and now they desire to reach out to you. Let me see what they want to say before I close out. What do they want to say to you? Because this message, I didn't expect it to get this deep, but this went on a whole nother level here. What do they want to say to you? Now that they have awakened to the fact that the people around them were no more than liars, betrayers, in competition, what do they want to say? This says the heat between us is intense. So they feel this strong pull and desire towards you. What do they want to say to you? Thank you, baby. What do they want to say to you? I wish I could be fully honest with you. They haven't been able to tell you the truth about what really took place, because you probably, I don't know, this says I can't come to you now. They can't come to you right now because they feel stuck. They trapped themselves in a situation here. And like I said, it's one of two decisions. Either they leave this situation and leave everything behind and walk away with the bags that they walked in with. So they leave with very little. Or they stay and they lose you. And so right now, because they're afraid of not having anything, this person right now is making a decision to stay in this very toxic situation. But I feel like the more that they awaken, the more they're going to realize like they have to leave this situation. It says, I need to figure myself out. Yeah, they got to find themselves. That's why the Hermit came out twice. And the Hangman, they're starting to see themselves from a different perspective, see their situation, the so-called friends, the groups that they connected themselves to, the spiritual beliefs that they was connected to. All of that stuff is starting to become highlighted here. So what they really want to say to you is that they're trying to figure themselves out. They can't come to you right now. They wish that they could be honest with you about what was happening here, but this is why there's been no communication, because the energy between the two of you is very intense. But it says, my life is a mess right now. I told you. This is all types of crazy things that's going on with this person, because this is karma that they walk right into. Bottom of the deck says, why can't I tell you the truth? They can't tell you the truth because they're embarrassed. This was a foolish decision. They took a path that, again, they needed to take this path, though. So we can't fault them for taking a journey that was necessary to awaken them. Because I feel like this comes down to them losing everything. But if they make that decision, let's just see. I'm going to take a what-if scenario. If they make the right decision to walk away from this thing that has kept them bound, what will happen for them? Because I know that the Most High will lift this burden and this anchor up off of them, because now it means that they're learning those vital lessons, and now they're starting to stand up for themselves and realizing that they can start all over again, and the Most High will cover them. So if they make the decision to walk away from this very unhealthy dynamic or this path that they have taken, wow, look at this, y'all. The Star card is here. Their wish fulfillment will come true. They will heal. Many blessings will be poured and showered into their life. But it's going to take for them to heal that solar plexus, especially because it's going to take courage. It's going to take confidence. It's going to take personal willpower. But the star card is a very high vibrational energy that shows that the Most High is going to see them through. Look at that, the world. These are major arcanas. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. The Most High will give them everything that they desire. The Most High will close out that cycle for them. And they will be lifted up before their enemies. That's what I'm seeing here. They will be lifted up before their enemies, but they will also be known to the world too. They'll be placed in a position where many people know their name because they're going to inspire a lot of people with all of that wisdom that they have been suppressing because they were surrounded by people who never wanted to see them rise into their divinity. People that wanted to maintain their position above them and keep this person feeling like they're inferior when in fact this person possesses more wisdom than the people that they sought advice from. But they never trusted their wisdom because they were still caught up in their own carnal nature and addictive patterns. And they allowed their fear of not having enough to allow them to get bound to a connection that was the most unhealthy thing that they could have walked into. And so now they're going through the awakening, learning who these people are around them. And if they release this situation, the Star, the World, and the Sun card, they will be free. They will find happiness. They will find clarity. They will be lifted up before their enemies. They will have their wish fulfillment. They will be healed. They will step into their purpose. I'm seeing so many things here. But this person has to make the decision to not allow what they see with their natural eyes to fool them into thinking that they're losing if they walk away from something that they're already losing in. They're losing their soul being in this situation here. But they're fearful of losing a few material things and walking out with nothing, not knowing that walking out from this situation opens up a floodgate of things that have been withheld from them, far more than what was offered to them when they made that dark deal. That's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this situation. If you want your own personal reading to see how this might resonate or cater to you, check the description box for my email, and I'll talk to y'all next time.